that there. Okay? Now, since that's going to be inside, you don't want this coat to stick out a long ways. You want it to sort of settle down there and sort of fit inside this coat just a little bit. It's right in this area here. So you must kind of take that off in there. What you do is you lower it to that point. Then you can kind of take this off in here and thin this off just a little bit. There you go. And this has to be taken back here. So you just kind of cut it, and you can do it again right there and take a little bit more off. And see, I like the deeper cuts because I'm more of a flat plane, you know, person. All right, and we want to be sure and make this go inside here. So if you look at the coat, now on this arm it's too big, so it's going to have to come back a little bit, just like that. And then from the back side, some taken off back here. Make a cut in here again, tougher cut in here. Okay, and then you can clean that out, just sort of, make it even a little bit deeper indentation right in there. Okay, now I like to make wrinkle cuts in my arms. And whoops, then you come back here and here, and you run a little this line up here for the back showing, and you make a little cut back here, and you come from the inside of the arm and you take that off. And then you kind of spread that like that. Clean that up. All right. A little bit more. Thin that up. I'm sorry, I want to cut a little bit more into that ear there. It's still not what I want. There it is. Remove that. All right. Now, we've got the coat kind of made. Now oh, I'm sorry, I didn't cut this one, I'm sorry. I'm looking at it, looking at a lot of things here. And we just sort of okay. Now, on this hand, you want to go ahead and make our hand here. And we come across here like this and down. And we come from the inside, remember. Now it's square now, so we're going to bring all that down. But I'm going to go ahead and establish my hand here. So I have enough. Okay. Now let's go ahead and bring this all down. And I'm going to go ahead and cut a crease in there. Where the hand kind of looks like it's, you know. And then I'm going to cut a little bit down on this coat and make it even more noticeable. Okay? This basswood. Whew. Alright. Now, I'm going to come down with a hand some. But we don't want to do that too much because we're going to drill a hole in the hands. And we want to have enough room to drill that hole. So we don't want to do a whole lot to that hand yet until after we drill it, until after we mess with it. Okay, I'm going to bring this down just a little bit right in here. Okay. All right. Now, we've got our coat back here. I'm going to raise it just a little bit. Be careful. Now let's go ahead and make our little cut back here. Separate the shoes. All right. And we're going to cut, of course, we want to cut our little buttonholes right here. I'm just going to make one right here. So we're going to do that right there, okay? All right. Now, we'll come back here and clean this up a little bit back here. I'm gonna okay. I'm gonna make a little bit more room for my hand by removing some wood right there. There we go. And the thing is, all right, the next thing is you have, what is it? What is it that dust doesn't look right with this guy, huh? Just think to yourself now, what doesn't look right? I'm gonna bring these shoes down just a little bit more. Right in here. Then I'm up just a little bit more. But there's something that's missing. Now, as a wood carving question, I'm going to ask you, and then I'm going to tell you what it is. That's one of the best things to learn, is if I could sit down with a person and teach them, and that's what I do when I do. I say, okay, I get so and so finished. Now, what's missing? What's left? What is it that is just not showing right? And sometimes I'll ask them that. That gives you a little perception of what you want. Okay? Well, of course the face, but we're not talking about the face. What's missing from this carving, what needs to be done. Is it in the back? Not really. I need to clean it a little bit. That's what's missing. No. What is missing here? What is missing on the carving? Very simple. The crouch line, or the legs right here. They're not there. And a man's going to have legs there, okay? All right. So we're going to cut that. And we're going to separate that just like this. And we cut it again. We separate it. And we cut it again. And we separate it, see? That's your... Oh, just... There it is, see? It's right between that legs there. I'm going to make one more deeper cut. And another one on this side. I'm using the tip of the knife to make a deeper cut. And there's your crouch in there. That was not cut. It was not showing. That has to be cut. Now, we've got to finish up the face. Now, a little carving like this is ideal for like putting in a bus stop or something like that, and he's got his suitcase in his hand waiting for the bus or whatever it is, in other words. Okay? He's got a rather heavy coat on, but it's a cold day, as we say. All right. All right. Got a little bit of that. A little down there. Just making that a little bit more. Okay. All right. Now let's go ahead and make our face. All right. Okay. We got to make our face. And see the little, put the little thing right there. Put a little button right there. There you go. There's the thing. All right, now the face, let's bring it down a little bit more. Give some more to that nose. Okay. We're not going to worry about any eyes. We're just going to have the hat kind of sitting low. Don't worry about all that stuff. People worry about that, but it looks just as good without it. I mean, we've done them with eyes. So we're going to make our little cut from the side of the face. And we're going to make a deep cut there. And from the other side of the face, we're going to do the same thing. We're going to make that cut that I call age lines. Most of you that have been carving or carved a little bit know what these are. These are called age lines, and they are for that particular reason. Okay, now I do mine a lot deeper than a lot of people do. Okay, I do. And so let's just sort of, I'm just going to sort of come across with his mouth. Because I'm going to put a little cigar in his mouth. And then I kind of deepen this right in here, because that's where the little cigar, and I make them out of toothpicks basically. Maybe look like an entrepreneur. See the little mouth? And then I come up underneath here and I start moving just a little bit of wood, so it will bring that bottom chin out even more. See that? I'll come up underneath here too. Bring that bottom chin. Come out. Look at that. See? Now, what I need to do next, and I'm going to show you this. I'm going to show you how we're going to build our now, somebody said, well, you didn't show us how to drill a hole. Well, I mean, I can show you how to do that, but I mean, basically, drilling a hole in the hand, just a small hole in the hand, and I'll show you. I'll tell you what, I'll do it. I'll show you all the steps here, and we'll go outside, and I'll bring my camera, and I'll show you how I drill a hole with a little Dremel, and I drill a little hole in the mouth for the toothpick or the cigar. And so we'll try to do that. Some guy said, well, you're not finishing your stuff for us. Well, yeah, I really am. I'm finishing the carving. That's the main thing. The main thing is to finish the carving. You know how to, I have some very small drills that I can drill out there in the hand. And you have to be real careful. But you want to do it with a Dremel or a rotary tool. But I'll show you how to do it, and we'll do it out there, okay? All right, well, next we'll be going out there, and we'll be, I'll show you, we'll drill a little hole in the hand, and I'll show you how we make the suitcase, or the satchel for him, and the leather that, or the wire that goes through it, okay? All right, God bless.